Have you ever felt that knot in your stomach, that sort of constant financial tightrope walk,
Oh, absolutely.
where you're wondering if, one unexpected bill, maybe a car repair, or even just missing a few days of work could knock everything off balance for your family?
Yeah, that feeling like you're right on the edge.
Exactly. It's incredibly common and honestly super stressful. It often leaves you feeling like your financial ground is, well, shaky.
Like quicksand almost.
Right. So today, we're doing a deep dive
Mm-hmm.
specifically designed to tackle that stress head on. We're talking about a strategic framework, what we're calling a family financial system.
Mm.
We've pulled some really compelling insights from a piece called Family Financial Systems, Stability, Peace, and Freedom.
A really insightful source.
It is. And our mission, really, for you listening, is to give you a shortcut, a way to understand how to build this system yourself.
Yeah, practical steps.
Exactly. Steps towards, well, not just stability, but genuine peace of mind and hopefully real freedom in your finances.
That's the goal.
Okay, so let's be real. Most families, maybe including yours, don't really operate with a formal system for money, do they?
No, not typically. It's often much more reactive.
It feels more like just reacting day to day, right?
Yeah.
Almost improvising. What does the source material say about how people usually handle things?
Well, that's a huge point in the piece. It paints this picture, and it's probably familiar to many, of constantly juggling bills. Robbing Peter to pay Paul sometimes.
Did there?
Yeah, and saving. It's more like if there's anything left over,
Yeah,
which often means, well, it doesn't happen consistently.
right. Saving when possible often means rarely.
Exactly. And there's this underlying hope, sort of crossing your fingers, that a big emergency just doesn't hit.
Which isn't really a strategy.
Not at all. And the source points out the direct consequences for you. This constant low-level or sometimes high-level financial stress, which can easily spill over into family life, right? It might cause tension, arguments about spending.
Oh, definitely. Money fights are real.
They are. And fundamentally, it leads to this lack of long-term security. It's just a really precarious way to live, always feeling kind of behind the eight ball.
That really paints a picture. So, okay, instead of that constant scramble, that reactive mode, the solution explored in the source is setting up a structure,
Yeah.
a deliberate family financial system.
Precisely, to regain control.
And it's not just about, like, pinching pennies, is it? It seems more fundamental.
It's a fundamental shift, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about changing how you interact with your money. And what's great is the material breaks it down to 3 core pillars. These are the foundations.
Okay, 3 pillars. Let's break them down. What's the first one?
The first one is automated budgeting. And the mechanics are actually pretty simple once you set it up.
Okay.
You basically arrange for your income when it comes in to be automatically split
Look how.
into different predefined categories. Think essentials, rent, food, utilities, and savings, and importantly, even some for fun or discretionary spending.
Ah, so fun is built in, not an afterthought.
Exactly, that's key. The big benefit here, as the source highlights, is that it takes the decision-making burden off your shoulders day to day.
Right. No more debating, can we afford this, or where should this money go?
Precisely. It's pre-decided. You set it up, maybe using different bank accounts or, a good budgeting app can help with this.
Sure.
And the money just flows where it's supposed to, automatically. It's that set it and forget it principle, which removes so much mental friction and potential conflict.
I can totally see that.
Yeah.
Just automating that split would take a huge weight off.
Wow.
Okay, that sounds powerful. What's pillar number 2?
Pillar 2 is maybe the one that provides the most immediate stress relief, building emergency reserves.
A rainy day fund.
Exactly. Or, maybe better, the Life Happens Fund. The target the source suggests is clear. Aim to save up enough money to cover 3 to 6 months of your essential living expenses.
3 to 6 months. That sounds like a lot, maybe intimidating.
It can seem like it, but the key is the approach. You build it gradually, consistently, and crucially, you treat saving for this fund like a bill.
Like it's non-negotiable.
Absolutely. Same priority as your rent or your mortgage payment. You just do it.
Okay.
And a common mistake people make, which the source flags, is keeping this money in their regular checking account.
Where it's easy to accidentally spend it.
Exactly. Or it just sits there earning basically nothing. The recommendation is usually a separate high-yield savings account.
So it's safe, accessible, but not too accessible, and it earns a little something.
Precisely. It keeps pace, or tries to keep pace, with inflation a bit better.
Yeah.
Think of it as your financial oxygen tank for when things go sideways.
Right. Not just a nice to have, but truly foundational for feeling secure.
Okay, that makes sense. Then the third pillar seems to look more towards the future, right? the Growth and Freedom Fund.
Yes, this is where you really shift gears from just managing or protecting your money to actively building wealth for the long term.
Okay, so what does that involve? Investing.
It involves several things, potentially. Strategic investments are definitely a core part, but it could also include developing side hustles.
Extra income streams. Exactly. Or creating other systems that generate income. The real emphasis here is on harnessing the power of compound growth over time.
Right, letting your money make money.
That's the idea. And the source stresses that you don't necessarily need huge amounts to start. Even small, consistent contributions, especially when invested smartly, can really snowball over years and decades.
So things like low-cost index funds, maybe. Stuff you don't have to constantly babysit.
That's often a great starting point, yeah. Broad market exposure, low fees. Or maybe it's turning a hobby you enjoy into something that brings in a little extra cash. This pillar is all about creating assets that aren't directly tied to you trading your time for money.
Okay, this framework is becoming clearer. Pillars 1 and 2 build stability and safety.
The foundation.
And Pillar 3 builds towards future growth and, well, freedom. Now, there's this underlying idea you mentioned, the philosophy behind it all. It's not about willpower.
No, and this is such a critical point the source makes. Financial success within the system isn't really about having ironclad self-discipline or constantly denying yourself things.
Which is good news because willpower is tough.
It really is, and the source explains why relying on it so often leads to failure with money management. Think about it. Our willpower, as, behavioral science tells us, is fickle. It's a finite resource.
Totally depends on your mood, how tired you are.
Exactly. Some days you feel motivated and disciplined. Other days you're stressed, exhausted, and you make impulse buys or just can't be bothered to track things. Willpower ebbs and flows.
Okay, so systems are different how?
Systems are consistent. They don't care about your mood. Once you set them up, the automatic transfers, the rules, they just work. They run in the background.
So it's that set it once and let it run idea.
That's the core of it. You automate the important decisions up front. You don't have to consciously think about splitting your paycheck or transferring to savings every single time. It just happens.
That removes so much friction. And I guess opportunity for error, right? Forgetting or just deciding not to this one time.
Precisely. It bypasses that reliance on fallible human memory and motivation, which is where good intentions often fall apart. The system handles it.
That's a really powerful distinction. Okay, we've walked through the pillars, the philosophy.
Yeah.
Let's connect this back to the bigger picture. For you listening, what's the real ultimate payoff for putting in the effort to build this kind of financial engine for your family?
Well, the payoff is honestly profound. The most immediate thing is a massive reduction in the time and mental energy you spend worrying about money, about bills, about making ends meet.
Freeing up headspace.
Exactly. Imagine having your finances largely on autopilot. That mental energy you save can be poured back into actually living, connecting with your family, creating memories, pursuing interests.
Less time stressing, more time experiencing things together.
That's the heart of it. And the source material sums it up with a really powerful line. Money doesn't buy happiness, but systems buy freedom.
Systems buy freedom.
I like that.
Yeah. It's about achieving genuine security for your family, building that buffer, that resilience, so you're not constantly vulnerable to every little shift in the job market or the wider economy.
It's about peace of mind, really.
It's absolutely about peace of mind. That deeply rooted feeling, knowing your family is okay, that you have a plan, that you're secure, that's invaluable. It changes how you approach everything.
Wow. Okay, so this deep dive has really shown how setting up a family financial system isn't just about spreadsheets and numbers. It's really about transforming your family's security and independence.
It really is. It creates this positive ripple effect, doesn't it? Controlling your finances through a good system impacts your relationships, your well-being, your overall sense of control over your life.
Absolutely. It's foundational. Okay, so to wrap this up, here's something for you, our listener, to think about, maybe even act on this week.
A little takeaway. Yeah. Considering everything we've talked about, the automation, the reserves, the growth, what is one small, specific financial task you could automate this week? Just one thing to start building your family system and maybe unlock that first little bit of new freedom.